So
That's
everybody,
just you, though.
everybody look at my muscles. They like, damn, he big. They was like, damn, he jacked. Oh my god. They gonna be like, who is that? They gonna be like, yeah, that's the trainer.
They're lucky you ain't lift before this.
Huh?
They're lucky you didn't lift before this because you would have had a pump.
Oh yeah, I would have definitely had that
crazy.
pump, and I had my creatine.
The Grounded Theory podcast, man, got a special one today. We got Malik Griffin in this thing.
Yes, sir.
Feet, thanks for being here, bro.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you for having me here. Actually,
Of course.
So
for those listening, may not know who you are, what you do.
yeah,
Tell us your story, bro. Tell us who you are.
so you know me, Malik Griffin from St. Louis, Missouri. Graduated from Kirkwood High School. Went on after Kirkwood High School. I went to Missouri Valley, but it didn't work out there. So then I was just kind of like lost for a little bit. Went to Dallas, to train with my cousin Justin that played in the G League. So I was just training, playing basketball out there. Still kind of lost. Still didn't like have a path of what I wanted to do in life. So then I moved back home. Then I moved back to Baton Rouge with my girl, and like I was still kind of lost. I was like job to job. Then I came back to St. Louis, and then I got a call, or I texted my coach, like my old coach. I was like, "Hey, is there any like coaching jobs I can get or anything? I can get me on my feet." So he got me in with this little coaching job with who it is, like nights. And then ever since then, I just fell in love with like coaching and training. But training came from like just me just hooping by myself, and I was like, man, I think I can do a little bit with this training stuff. So then I just started training, and then I love seeing kids progress. So that's pretty much.
So I definitely want to talk hoops. Let's start off first though, bro. Where'd the nickname Feet come from?
Everybody asked me that. They be like, "You got a foot fetish?" I was like, "No, nah." So when I was a kid, and my mom said when I used to get mad, I used to scrub my feet together. Like I used to just be like scrub my feet together, and then ever since then, she just called me Feet. So like everybody in my whole family called me Feet. Like even my friends, like even some of the teachers back in high school, low key called me like Feet. So I was like, "Oh, all right."
I've talked to a couple people, and I've mentioned you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Do you know Malik Griffin?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Who?" I said, Feet. Oh, yeah, I know Feet.
They know me by Feet. Some people know me more by Feet than Malik. That's the crazy part.
So let's talk Kirkwood High School, man.
Yeah.
4 years there.
Yes, sir.
Hooped. And was that your only sport?
So I hooped and I ran a little bit of track.
Okay.
And then I wish I would have did more. I wish I would have did like cross country or had something else to do it. And then, I don't know, but I also played football for like 3 days, the backup third string quarterback.
Quarterback?
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Yeah, I know. They was like, I came out there to the coach. I was like, yeah, I'm just going to play quarterback. He was like, you sure? I was like, yeah, I don't care what position I'm at. I'm just play quarterback. What string I was at. So I went out there. That's the year we won state, by the way, my senior year. I should have they won it because of me, because I was at the practice.
Obviously.
Yeah. So they
team chemistry.
Exactly. So, so that's how it is.
Do you have a ring?
No.
Why not?
Because I quit.
You said only 3 days.
Yeah, I was only there 3 days.
Gotcha. Very important 3 days.
Yeah, and that's what made them go harder.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that's what made them go harder.
Unsung hero. So then that goes back to our conversation yesterday when we got done training.
Yeah.
You were talking about like having regrets.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, bro, I'm not trying to have any regrets.
Yeah.
So you feel like you wish you would have played other sports?
Pretty much, but like I'm trying to live without regrets now. Like I'm trying to, like, everything kind of happens for a reason. Like I'm put in this position for a reason. You know what I mean? So like I'm trying not to look back at like, damn, I should have like done this or I should have done that. Like, no, you should have done that. You should have did this. Like it happened for a reason, bro, and it's gonna make you better. Mm-hmm. So like it's like I saw this interview with Draymond. Like Draymond was talking about that. Well, it was about him like putting Rudy Gobert in a headlock, and he was like, yeah, I don't live with regrets. Like I don't care. I just do it. Like I kind of took a little bit of that. I was like, damn, like not in that, like, you know what I mean, not in the like vicious way or like trying to hurt somebody in a type way, but like it was just like, yeah, I got to stop like looking back and like blaming like stuff of what I did in the past and just like keep moving forward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a new page. It's a new chapter. So that's pretty much what I'm trying to get myself wrapped around, my mind wrapped around.
No L's, just lessons.
Exactly. Literally.
Yeah. So then 4 years at Kirkwood. I'm trying to rack my brain, reflect on it. I doubt y'all beat Webster once, if I had to guess.
When did we beat y'all? So when I was when I was on varsity all my years, I don't think we beat y'all. I think we beat y'all. I think when I was like on JV my sophomore year, we beat y'all. Yeah, we killed y'all, but I don't think I beat y'all. I don't think so. Maybe nah, we didn't beat y'all. In the summers we always beat y'all, but I don't know. Yeah,
probably because we practiced like 3 times the morning of, and then went and played.
I remember beating y'all a little bit though, so not like when I was on varsity though. So
got you.
I mean, y'all, I ain't tripping about it. I ain't tripping about it, man. Y'all got us.
So you played JV freshman and sophomore year?
Yeah, but then I was I got moved up mid-season my sophomore year.
Okay.
Yeah, like the last 4 or 5 games or something like that. And then I was on varsity after that ever since then.
That's crazy. We're like the same exact way.
For real?
Like that's the same exact timetable.
Yeah,
that I
they
was on.
pulled me up to last 4 games and stuff like that. And I was like, whoa, like whenever I got on varsity, I thought for some reason in my little head, I was like, dang, the game's so faster at this. I was like, the game's so faster at this. I was so amazed sitting on the bench. I'm like, man, this is crazy. I don't even know if I can get in the game right now. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, dang, this is crazy, man. I like it though. So
that's how it is though, bro.
Man.
Even especially 8th grade going into high school.
Yeah. When I went to go watch CBC play when I was in 8th grade against Parkway Central, I want to say, or which one, the red one? I think it's Central. I think. No, it's
Parkway West is blue. Oh, Parkway South maybe?
No, it wasn't Parkway South. It was the school. What was it?
Should we get?
I think it was Central.
Okay.
And they were playing them, and I saw how big. For some reason, everybody was big to me back then. That was in high school back in 06 to some 2010. Watching them play, you know what I mean. I was just like, this is crazy, bro.
That's dude. I don't know if this is I don't think it qualifies as a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
But I feel so what year did you graduate high school?
2017.
17. Okay.
Yeah.
So I feel when we were in middle school,
mm-hmm.
and then freshmen and sophomores in high school,
mm-hmm.
the high schoolers and upperclassmen, juniors and seniors, were just grown men.
Yeah, bro. They was
adults.
Huge, bro. I'm like, bro, ain't no way you in high school.
Full beards, deep ass voice.
Yeah.
And then I feel now, being the age that we are, looking at this generation of high schoolers.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, if you told me they were in 6th grade, I'd believe you.
Yeah, I believe
you.
Yeah.
Do you think that's just us being older,
mm-hmm.
as opposed to us being younger and then looking up and oh damn, they're super old?
Yeah.
Or do you think I don't know, bro?
I think
There's
times has changed though. I was thinking about that too. I was like, bro, it's weird because when I was in elementary school and middle school, every high schoolers were just different, bro. Nowadays they just, I don't know what it is. They just more smaller, more skinny, no muscle tone really. You know what I mean? It's like that's crazy. I don't know what's going on, what they feeding them kids, man. It's just I don't know, millennial. I don't know what's going on with them. So it's definitely conspiracy theory. Why? I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe it was the year they was born. Just some
low key, maybe.
Yeah.
Because we were. So what year were you born?
1998.
Damn, you old.
1998. That ain't that old.
90s baby. So
ain't that bad.
I feel so I was born in 2001.
Yeah.
Our generation was like the last generation to have a childhood, quote unquote. Like iPhones, iPods, all that stuff got introduced when I was in like 5th or 6th grade. I didn't have an iPhone until 7th grade.
Yeah, I didn't even get an iPhone until like my freshman year, I think, in high school.
Exactly.
Like 8th grade.
So I feel like we played outside more as kids.
Oh yeah, definitely. We was like more like scrappier.
Yeah.
Like nowadays kids ain't getting down and
just
dirty
on the
like
game.
That. Yeah, they not like really showing that grind really neither. So that's what I try to tell my little brother now. I was like back then, like we were playing, bro. We was like making mud pies outside. We was like real life throwing sticks at each other. I was like, man, we need to, you know, no offense, but y'all too soft, man. Like, you know what I mean? It's like,
because it's from like, they're in 1st grade. First grade on the game, got an iPhone, got Instagram in like 2nd grade.
Instagram in 2nd grade is
what
crazy.
You on, bro?
It's
what
crazy.
What do you even have to post about?
Exactly. It's like they more babied, bro. That's what they babied, bro. Way too baby. Like parents is way, you know, pampering their kids nowadays, you know. So
yeah. I don't know. We'll see what happens when we become parents.
Yeah, we gonna see. You know.
But so get done with Kaywood.
Yeah.
Graduate 2017.
Yep.
And then we go to Valley Park.
No, Missouri Valley.
I'm tripping. Missouri Valley. Valley Park's a high school. Reclassed and went to Valley Park. So you go to Missouri Valley.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
So I went there, you know. So I went there like, you know, on like a basketball like scholarship, right? So, I get there. My mom dropped me off. I'm excited. I go to Walmart, you know, get my stuff. I get into my dorm. I'm happy. I'm ready, you know, like, and then we have like a little like thing for the athletes. Like the athletes got this little meeting or something. And like I walked to this like field or like, what is it called? The like grounds or whatever. I don't even know. And they had like basketball, soccer, football, like all in one like line. And I was like, are these all the people playing basketball? I was like, ain't no way all of them got a scholarship. I was like, all right. I was like, ain't no way. It was like 50 dudes. I'm like, yo, like what's going on? So I was like, all right, it can't be nothing. So I went into practice the next day, right? And it's like, bro, like 50 to like 60 dudes up in there like trying out for a team. And I'm like, I went to the coach and I was like, what's going on? Like, is this like, you know, like what's all these dudes doing here? So, oh, we got a JV team too. And like I was like, oh, see, I didn't know that, and I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all because like, why am I trying out if you already gave me a scholarship to go play and stuff? Like it rubbed me the wrong way, like, and like I was just like, dang, like I don't know about this, like, and then like I was like kind of falling out the love with the game of basketball too, also because like I was playing it forever, so like I pretty much like stopped going to class and stuff like that, and like I wasn't even going to class for real because like I don't know, I just didn't like it there also neither, and like the coach like pretty much like lied to me, like, and I was just like, all right, like whatever. So I went home that the next semester and pretty much started working after that and like just grinding for real. And then I went to Dallas and started training with my cousin Justin. So
you went for a semester and then like winter break, you came back.
No, I didn't go back.
You came back to the crib
during I came
winter
back
break.
Home. Yeah, I didn't go back because like I just started falling out of love with it for real. Like,
and
I love with
that's something I wanted to talk about was like, so Snow Valley basketball camp. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you ever went, but have you?
I heard of. I never went. I heard.
So it was at Principia this year, mm-hmm. but in years past, it was at Missouri Valley.
Oh, for real?
And so I went there. It's like a 3-day overnight camp. Mm. Like you're on your feet for 8 hours every day, mm-hmm. hooping. But so I went there, I think summer going into my freshman year or something like that. Mm-hmm. So I went there and it's a good campus. It's cool gyms, mm-hmm. no AC in the one gym, which is kind of
I know what gym you're talking about, yeah.
Burns or whatever it is.
Yeah, Burns.
But nice facilities, like nothing to complain about. Mm-hmm. just like in the middle of nowhere, kind of.
Yeah. I think that's why I didn't like it.
I was about to say, I feel like for someone like you.
Yeah, I'm like a city type of person. And I was just like, oh man, like I don't even know. Like I didn't have nobody out there. I mean, I had some, friends out there that, I was cool with, that's what kept me like, all right, I can do it a little bit. But then I was just like, I just couldn't do it no more. And I was like, I gotta get up out of here.
And so if you went back to the crib at winter break, you would have practiced and probably had a couple games.
What do you mean?
With the team? So
I didn't know what team I was going to make it on because I already left by then. I didn't stay to like see what team I was going to make it on because I was just like, this doesn't make sense to me.
Gotcha.
Like you should already tell me that like coming in here. You know what I mean? So
or at least tell you that they had a JV
exactly.
team.
Like I never even knew schools had that before.
Same.
Like, you know what I mean? So like I was just like surprised, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this. Like, why am I trying out again? Like I already showed you my film and stuff, so I was just like kind of irritated at that point.
Yeah.
And I was telling my mom about it, and she was like, yeah, I don't know. And I was like, I'm coming back home, Ma. I'm coming back home, Ma.
So then we go from there to Dallas.
Yeah. Well, I went to Baton Rouge.
Which is where?
Louisiana. So
Facts.
I went to Louisiana. My bad. I got to backtrack. I went to Louisiana first before I went to Dallas.
Okay.
So I was in Louisiana for a little bit, and then I went to Dallas. So, and then I was out there training. Then I went back to Louisiana, then back to St. Louis. So it was like it's years split up though. It's like it's months and years split up into that. So.
And so in Baton Rouge, there's a song.
A song?
There's a song that says the word Baton Rouge. I'm going to have to think of it. But so you went there for school?
No, I did not go there for school.
You did not go there for school?
No. So I was just chilling down there.
Just chilling. You had your own spot?
No. I was staying with my girl down there.
I remember you said that.
Yeah, so I was staying with her down there while she was going to school at LSU, and I was just pretty much like just working.
Okay.
So, and then I got tired of doing that, and then that's when I went to Dallas. And then I fell back in love with the game of basketball when I was down there in Dallas because my cousin Justin showed me so much of what I can do with the game, like without playing basketball, or even if I wanted to play basketball. Because I was going to go overseas with him at one point, but I never did.
And so you were down in Dallas watching him train, or what?
No,
were you
I was
doing?
training. I was like legit training with him, like every day, waking up, getting like 1,000 shots up, bow, like working on my physicality, getting bigger, getting stronger, getting faster, working on my lateral quickness, defense. So like I was legit like working with him, like real life. Like I was at the Dallas practice facility, Dallas Mavericks practice facility. Yep.
Wow.
So yeah, because he played for the Texans, Texas Legends.
That's their G League
team.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I was literally in there like working out with them and stuff. So yeah.
And so at that point in Justin's career, he was on like a G League contract for a couple years. Or
so yeah, it was his last year coming up when I went down there because he tore his Achilles that last year. He was supposed to get an NBA contract from like 3 teams. I forgot what he told me, but then he tore his Achilles. So then he went back to the Legends because he had like a connection or something.
Okay.
Out there. So
when you worked out with him, was he like kind of rehabbing ish, or was it like full go?
So it was like rehab / full go.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But the training with him is like absolutely different. Like what NBA players do. Like
what makes it different?
It's just like the shot making ability, like even from a person that plays in the G League. Like I'm looking at him, I'm like, bro, like yo, like he's shooting like Steph, bro. Like is everybody shooting like this in the G League, yo? Like it was crazy. He was the MVP of the G League at one point. Like,
wow,
yeah, it was just like wow, like even the work the G League players put in, like so just imagine what NBA players are like putting in, like. You know what I mean? It was just like, this is crazy, bro. Like to make it like to even play at that level. You know what I mean?
So take me through, how long were you in Dallas for?
I was in Dallas for like 4 or 5 months.
Okay. So
4 or 5 months.
Take me through like a typical day in the life of working out with.
Okay. So we'll wake up around 6, 7 in the morning, get stretched. We head to Lifetime, like a gym, the gym in Lifetime in Dallas. We get stretched out there. We get some runs in. We stay there until for like an hour or two, getting some work in. Then we go lift right upstairs. Cardio. It can be cardio that day, abs, full body. So while we working out, we go get some smoothies, go back home. Then we go work out again. But this is just lifting now. We're just lifting.
So lifting twice.
Pretty much, yeah. But like it's more of a light lift. Yeah, more of a light lift. And then we go do lateral quickness and stuff like ladders, box jumps. Do you know what the Vertimax is?
Of course.
I knew you knew what it was.
Don't disrespect me like that.
We do Vertimax, working on our vert and stuff like that. So like we get done with that. That's probably like an hour. We done. We go get our what's it called? The things you put on your legs.
Normatec boots.
Normatec. There we go. I could never get the name right. We put the Normatec on our legs, and then we pretty much done that whole day and then do it over again. I love that routine, bro. I loved it. That's what made me fall back in love with it, literally. He's what made me fall back in love with the game of basketball.
And why do you say that? Was it
because it was just his passion for some reason made me like it. Like it was like him waking up every day like just happy, just going to go like hoop. Him telling me like all I need is my basketball and I'm good. And I'm like, man, like that's literally all I need right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I kind of like look up to him also too. So it's like
for sure.
Yeah. So it's like, dang, like,
bro, and being able to be with him for 4 or 5 months, working out, and then I'm sure like after workouts or just on car rides to places, he's like giving you game.
Exactly. Like I told him, I was like, I don't think I want to like hoop no more. I think I just want to like train or be a coach. And he was like, that's fine, man. He's like, do what you want to do. Like I was like, I like to be around the game. Like I'm still gonna be around the game because I love it. I love it that much now. So I'm like, I definitely want to be a coach or a trainer.
So it was during that time in Dallas that the idea of coaching and training came to you. Yeah,
because of how hard he trains like kind of still because he still plays basketball like actively. Like I think he's in the Big Three still. I think actively, but I'm not sure.
What's his last name?
Denman.
Okay.
Yeah. So so he's definitely what made me fall back in love with it. Cause like I was also playing with like little veterans too. Like I was playing with Monta Ellis. I was playing with Wesley Matthews. I also played with RJ Hampton one time. Well, he's not a veteran, rookie or his third year in the league or something like that. So so I was playing with him too. So it was dope. I was like, this cool.
You were going against him or were you on the same team?
I was on the same team as my cousin Justin. I was playing against Wesley Matthews, yeah. I played against Monta Ellis. I played against this one trainer that's in Dallas. He's like a famous trainer. He does like the fast dribbling handles. He a white dude. I forgot his name. I forgot his name. But I worked with him too. So
just describe him more.
He
white guy with fast handles.
White guy, fast handles, kind of short.
Michael Lancaster.
No, it's not him. Oh man, God, what's his name, man? I forgot his name.
He's a trainer.
Yeah, he's a trainer. He's a known trainer. And like I forgot his name.
With super fast handles.
No. Why am I thinking of Drew Handler for a minute?
Super fast handles. He's doing like 2-ball like trick.
Yeah, like he
stuff.
doing that. He like going around doing all of that stuff. I forgot his name. Do you know who I'm talking about though? Right?
No, that's why I'm trying to figure out. That's why I'm asking you questions.
He just be doing fast handle stuff, bro. It can be like back. Cross between the legs, just like fast handle stuff.
Do you know who he works with?
He worked with RJ Hampton. He works with a lot of 5-star recruits in the Dallas area. He worked with Julius Randle.
Oh, yes. He hooped at Michigan.
He did?
Yes. Oh.
He hooped that Michigan. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Damn, what was his name, bro?
That's what I said, bro. Like I literally think I follow him. I think. Dang, I forgot his name though. He cool dude. He actually a cool dude too.
So you hoop. Hold up. Okay, we need to figure this out though. So look up like I don't even know what you would look up.
Yeah, I don't know what I would do.
Tyler Ralph.
That's who it is. Yes. Tyler Ralph. Yes, cool dude, bro. He made a shot over me on Ball is Life. You could go look at it, but like it was good defense though. So
y'all were at Lifetime hooping?
No, we was at this gym in Dallas, like where all the like NBA players and stuff be going, like to the open runs. He made a little shot over me, and I was like, it was cool.
Hey, got on Ball is Life. So he
was dope, bro. He gave me some free game too. He gave me free game too, bro. And I appreciate him for that.
Yeah,
he gave me a lot of free game about training. So
especially being at the level that he's at, like he doesn't have to do that, you know.
Exactly, he don't got to, bro. Like he didn't even have to even talk to me for real. The only reason, like, I think we connected so much is because like of how, and I wasn't intimidated by like nobody. Like I just went out there and played like I was just playing. Like I was like, all right, he made a shot. I just didn't talk like, you know, shit for real. Like I was just hooping. You know what I mean? And he was like, I like that.
That'd be crazy.
You know,
talking shit to Monta Ellis.
No, I knew better not to do nothing. No, not to ruffle no feathers up in there. Like I was just chill. Like I got the ball. You know, once out of every 8 possessions. You know, did what I can do with it.
Set some screens, go rebound.
One player I kind of didn't like playing with is Julius Randle, because he took every shot. Like I was like, bro, like I literally am just out here running. Like I mean, he didn't have to. Like, granted, he is like what? He was an all-star last year. No, he wasn't an all-star last year.
Last couple of years he was.
Yeah, and I was just like, all right. I mean, I get it. He working on this game, but damn, I want to touch the ball a little bit.
Share
like,
the
I'm
juice
just out
a
here
little
running
bit,
right
man.
now. I'm trying to get a bucket too. Like he literally was coming down every possession. Jack, cross, go to the, like, I'm like, all right, whatever. I ain't gonna say nothing. But
might as well be on the damn treadmill at this point.
So I was like, all right.
So you walked in the gym. Did you know that they were gonna be there?
My cousin said some NBA players are coming, and I was just like, all right, like.
So then you walk in the gym and you see Monta Ellis, Julius Randle, Tyler Ralph.
No, so some of these players, like one day it'd be Monta Ellis and Wesley Matthews, and the next day it would be just Julius Randle. But like some of these guys were also pros before though, like overseas and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like these were actual like hoopers that can actually hoop and defend. Like, and I was like questioning like why he ain't in the NBA. like it was a lot of people like that. Yeah. So.
Were you starstruck at all?
Definitely. When Luka came in one time, I was starstruck. I was like, "Yo, that's Luka Doncic." He didn't play when he was there. I think he was just like watching. I was like, "Yo, that's Dorian Finney-Smith and Luka Doncic right over there." So
in the same room as you.
Yeah, I was like, "That's crazy."
Did you say what's up to him?
Nah, I didn't say what's up to him. They looked like they was like, you know, in a deep combo, and I was like, nah, I'm not going over there.
I don't even know what I would say.
I got a picture of Monta Ellis though, so
nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you after, but I got a picture with him.
So when you were hooping with them, describe just the difference of how they hoop versus Missouri Valley competition, high school competition. It's just different because those are the best 450
and Monta
players.
Ellis is really like that. Like
extremely underrated.
He can literally get like I remember I was sitting out one time, like I wasn't playing this day, and like somebody said just one thing to him, like just like, oh, you ain't built like that no more. Or like I forgot what he said. And bro, the shot making ability that he has is insane. Like it's like all fluent. It's like water, like pouring a glass of water. It's like, bro, like he's really like that. Like his shot making ability is like really, really nice. And like I was like talking to him, I was like, so how did you build that confidence to like become like a great basketball player that you know are? He was like, pretty much just one-on-one. He'll just be playing one-on-one against his brothers, like working on his moves. I was like, so you never had a trainer? He never had a trainer. He'll just be working on one-on-one stuff with his brothers, playing 5-on-5, playing tips. And I was like, that's crazy, bro. And I kept telling him, I was like, so you never trained? Like, he was like, he trained, but like, it was like shooting shots, like shooting off one leg, like dribbling, like fading away and stuff like that. Like, it was never no concept into his training. He would just go out there and just shoot shots. Like he said, he would just get up 1,000 shots or 500. Like, it was never no training into it. I was like, that's crazy. But like, even Wesley Matthews, like, in the, in the NBA games, he's just like a set 3-point shooter and a defender. In open runs, he looked like Durant or something. He crossing over. I'm like, I ain't never seen Wesley Matthews do this, bro. Like, they in there like real life, like out of their body in there. Like, it's different, bro. Like it's different. Like,
and that's the top 450 hoopers in the world.
Exactly.
So all of them, you could get Steven Adams.
But Monta Ellis was retired at the time. He didn't play.
Was he?
Yeah, he was retired when I was hooping with him. Like,
gotcha.
He didn't play. Like, he been out the league for like 3 years I believe at that time. So okay. Yeah, he was still a bucket though. Like, he'd come in there in these long ass shorts and like a Jordan snapback on the back of his head with like a Jordan little tank top on and just busting everybody ass and that. I'm like, yo, he's crazy, bro. Like, he's nice.
What you got to think about too is like Wesley Matthews. Mm-hmm. So that's someone that like the casual NBA fan probably doesn't know of.
Yeah. He's a great role player.
Great role player.
Great role player.
And he's getting absolute buckets.
Literally.
So just imagine like the top 10 players.
Like, like when I saw him on the court, I was like, oh, he probably just gonna stand around and shoot. I ain't gonna lie. But when he was playing, I'm like, yo, like, he crossing people up. He literally is like a point guard out there. Like, he literally could have like scored every point if he wanted to, I'm pretty sure. And these are against other professionals he's playing against. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm like, yeah, he's nice.
I would have to think that most NBA players were the guy at some point.
Definitely.
Like in high school.
Definitely.
If not college, then high school. I remember seeing clips of Patrick Beverly in
getting
high school.
Bucket.
He was dropping like 40, 50.
Patrick Beverly was a bucket, bro. He was a straight bucket. He got to the league off defense, though. Mm-hmm. And he went overseas.
Yep.
Most people don't understand. He actually grinded. He was really grinded.
Really grinding.
Yeah, I love Patrick Beverly's story too, man. Like, I love his like determination and like his grit and grind and want to get to where he wants to get. He doesn't back down to nobody. Mm-hmm. And that's how I am right now. Like, I don't back down to nobody. Like, I don't care what other people say. Like, I'm going to do what I got to do. You know what I mean? And I just love, I like Patrick Beverly a lot. I love him as a player. Definitely.
He's got that defender chip on his shoulder.
Exactly.
And that makes him go hard. And he was talking on his podcast. I just saw the clip yesterday. He was talking about how, so Austin Reeves, when Patrick Beverly was on the Bulls, hit the shot, hit him with the too small.
Yeah.
And so then he plays for the 76ers now.
Who? Yep, Beverly. Yep, Beverly.
So they just played the Lakers recently.
Yeah.
And Patrick Beverly was talking about how like he was going at Austin Reeves for that. He was like, it's not personal, it's just business. Mm-hmm.
Damn, I like that though.
I like that, man.
I like that though. You know what I mean? He hit him with the two. He was like, you gonna disrespect me in my like hometown in my city? I was like, I like that. I like that so much, bro, because it's just business. Like, he just gonna come at you like any other player would do. You know what I mean? He just playing great defense, and then Austin Reeves got locked up. Then Austin Reeves hit him with the little shoulder at the end. I was like, I love that. I love that type of basketball, man. It's like no animosity towards you. It's like, I'm coming at you. Mm-hmm. I remember what you did. You know what I mean? I remember. I ain't gonna lie.
That's what makes it interesting. If everyone was just buddy and all that, like,
see, I don't like the buddy thing neither. But I feel like this day and age, everybody is too buddy, and NBA kinda. Like, a lot of people are like cool with each other. Like,
I think it's always been like that though.
But like back then, like Jordan was cool with Barkley, but Jordan would still like, talk his stuff to Barkley like in the game, like you know what I mean, like
there's definitely less trash talk. I also think that that's because the league they're very quick to throw the tee.
I don't like that neither, bro.
Like you'll dunk on someone, they stare them down, and then it's a tee.
See, I don't have a problem with why that's happening. All you're doing is showing emotion.
And that's what you want.
Yeah, you want that. Like, you're supposed to dunk on somebody and then get back on D. Like, you can show emotion, but like, I like not for like a long amount of time though, like taunting them. I get what taunting them is, but like yelling at them like, and then you get back on D, that's cool. Like, you're all right. You know what I mean? I don't have a problem with that. Like, it's just these refs, I feel like, got too much power at the game. They can dictate the game so much now. The refs can dictate the game way too much now.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's what the fans want is people talking shit. And like, I saw something that was talking about, they were like joking, but not joking, how like they made this whole in-season tournament to get views up and make more people interested. But all they could have done was just let people like talk shit and taunt just a little bit more. And then they like be just as interested. How do you feel about the in-season tournament? I like the in-season tournament. You don't see how hard they playing? They playing hard, bro. Like I like what Damian Lillard said. He was like, me, Giannis, and Brooke, we made a lot of money like in this league. Like we can just like be like, we ain't gonna compete in that. We can just not give up and we can just give up and stuff like that. But he was like, these younger players though, they probably ain't gonna get that, incentive, the end of the season or like something like that. He was like, so we playing for them, you know what I mean? And I was like, man, bro, like I like that, bro. Like, cause he is established. He made a lot of money. He had a max contract, all of that. So it's like, I like that. I think it's cool too, cause I think more people in the NBA are motivated by money than we think.
Yeah, a lot.
So
everybody.
Yeah. There's definitely a degree of like stat chasing and trying to get things.
People test free agency so often? You know what I mean? Why do you think no one's committed? You know what I mean? To anything. Just like I know this is kind of off topic with the transfer portal. You know what I mean? I'm not a big fan of it personally. I'm not gonna lie to you because like it's not showing you grind. Like, okay, so what? You didn't get the starting guard, the starting PG position. Don't mean you need to enter the transfer portal. Just work harder. You know what I mean? He's not saying he's not going to play you. You're just not starting this year, or you might start a couple of games. Like, I just feel like kids need to develop more. You know what I mean? Before they can just enter the transfer portal.
I think people sometimes see the portal as a binary. Either you're for it or you're against it. Mm-hmm. I think it's like a sliding scale so I'm going to ask you where you fall on it. Cause I feel like it's important. Like I'm for player empowerment. Mm-hmm. Like there's definitely situations where for whatever reason, the coach and the player just aren't a good fit.
Yeah. See, I ain't got a problem with that. Right. Yeah.
So where do you fall on that scale? So
I'm kind of in the middle with it because like I get your reasoning of you not getting along with the coach. Yeah, wow. Like, all right. I mean, I guess that's a reason to leave. You know what I mean? Or maybe you and that coach are just having a difference for just this, one season, and maybe it can get better. You don't know because you're going to enter the transfer portal this next season. So like I'm kind of like in the middle with it because like personally, if I was to have a son and he goes and commits to a school and he doesn't play or, it's not necessarily the coach's fault of why he's not playing. And he wants to enter transfer portal or asks me about it. I'm going to be like, I don't think you should leave. I think you should stay. I think you should stay and work on your game and get better at it. You know what I mean? And maybe next season you're going to be playing, So that, I don't know. I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle with it. You know what I mean? I don't hate it, but I don't like it. I don't know.
I agree with you. There's a degree of like, Like running from the grind,
Exactly. Like you running from your that's basically what it is. You running from your problems.
Mm-hmm.
You literally running from your problems.
Yeah.
Like you need to go and face your problems head on.
Yeah.
That's what I think. That's what I would do. You know what I mean? I would face my problems head on and be like, yo, coach, like what's going on? Why can't, coach tells me what's going on and I go work on it,
And so there's a couple places I could take this. So like I have a couple guys that I train that are on the DNP grind right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're not seeing as much clock as they should or they want or whatever. What I've preached to them is like, so let's say you're only getting 7 minutes a game.
Yeah.
How many possessions is that? I don't know, a handful, whatever, however many possessions that is in those 7 minutes that you see. In order to get more minutes, you have to make the most out of those possessions.
Exactly.
So what are you going to do? Okay, let me get in this gap. Let me sprint over to help. Let me take a charge. Let me make sure I'm following the scouting report to a T.
Exactly.
Let me force him baseline when I'm supposed to force him baseline. Let me go crash the offensive glass. You're making the most out of those 7 minutes.
Exactly.
By doing that, you develop those skills of knowing when to read your defender to back cut, slipping the screen, making the extra pass, going to go rebound. So those things become a habit. So then once you dominate those 7 minutes, okay, coach is messing with it. Let me give you 15, 20 minutes. Then you build those habits of doing the intangibles, and that just carries over to those minutes. Whereas I feel like, and Stan Van Gundy talked about this, is like he feels like it's a detriment or it hurts younger players like rookies if they just get the keys right off the bat.
Exactly.
Because then they just, I'm going to play regardless.
Exactly.
I'm Jordan Poole type stuff.
Exactly. Like, see, me as a coach, I love to see the hustle. Like, I'm putting you in for this limited minutes and you going hard. I love to see that as a coach. Me, I love players like that go all out with the minutes they got. You know what I mean? Better than a player that's like, oh, he can't sub me out. He needs me. You know what I mean? He needs me. He needs me to win this game. Like I like those type of players that like put they all into that possession or they all into the 7 minutes they got. Like I was, believe it or not, that player. That's why I like those players so much. I think that's why I bond with those players that much. Cause like I was that hustle player. I was once to get in the game and be hustle and energy. And I know what those type of players go through and how they feel. Personally, so I don't take those players for granted at all. Personally,
so you get with Justin in Dallas. I think you mentioned going back and forth from there and Louisiana a couple times. You get back to the crib.
Yep.
This seed has been planted.
Yep.
I'm trying to coach. I'm trying to train. I'm trying to get in the game. So you reached out to a former coach. He said he has an opportunity for you.
Yep.
You were coaching what age?
I was coaching 4th grade at first, get my feet wet.
Yep.
And then
no pun intended.
Yeah. And then later on the next year, I got that same former coach that I love to this day, hit me up about another coaching high school job. And that's when I got my first high school start. And it wasn't the best high school, but it was a start, though. You know what I mean? So I went in there that season, and we had one of the best years. Even though they only won 3 games, the best season in like 10 years there. The best record. So I was like extremely happy with those kids, and they were extremely happy with me. They was like, "Dang, we ain't never had a coach like that." You know what I mean? It was just like an adrenaline rush for me. You know what I mean? And then that year that I started my first coaching job at that school I was at, I started training also too. So my training was like, all right. Nobody was like reaching out to me for like that. I was just training the kids on the team and getting content up and stuff like that. And then I started with another AAU team after that 4th grade team too, and it was a travel team. And
what age was that?
That was 15U. So yeah, they were in the Under Armour circuit, and I really liked that too. I also like that environment of the circuit play, of how fast everything was and stuff like that. Me just getting all the knowledge from the other coaches, even at like the circuits and stuff. I would ask them like, what can I do better with this, or what can I do better with a player like this, and stuff like that. Just getting all the information I can, even going to these circuits. And I would also talk to some of the college coaches that were there at the circuits. They're watching people, the scouts. I'd be like, yeah, so what can I do to do this better, or what can I do to do this better, or how did you get your start? You know what I mean? Just get all the information I could do. So that's why I loved what I did when I was on the circuit. Like, even with the kids, like, I learned a lot about me and myself, coaching these kids, being out of town and stuff like that. They taught me a lot with myself and
like
stuff
what?
like that. They taught me like a lot with confidence. You know what I mean? Like, I can trust. You know what I mean? Like, it was a player we had written up, I think, to cut the lead down by 3, right? Coach, just trust me. I can hit this shot. You know what I mean? Trust me. And I'm like, all right, put my trust in you, man. You know what I mean? It's just like stuff like that. It was like, they taught me a lot, like, with confidence, just being a leader and just, showing them like people like believe in you. You know what I mean? Like, and I like that. I appreciate them for that. You know what I mean? I still talk to them to this day. And it was just like, man, they give me good feelings, man.
So you just mentioned 4th grade,
Yep.
high school,
Yep.
and travel.
Yep.
Which of those were you head coach, and which were assistant jobs?
I was the head coach of 4th grade, and I was the head coach of that 15U team, and I was assistant of that high school job. So
being a head coach, I'm going to say, describe, okay, let's do this. So describe your coaching style. Maybe there's players or coaches that you compare yourself to, or maybe it's not really anybody, it's just who you are. So describe your coaching style, and then describe, if there was a difference, the difference between how you approached coaching 4th graders and coaching 15U.
So I don't like to compare myself to really no coach. Well, I take bits and pieces from other coaches, but I don't like compare myself to other coaches, because like I kind of have like my own style to like approaching the coach. So like I'm more of like a not an aggressive mindset. I want to say I'm more like a passionate. There we go. I'm a passionate coach. Like, you will see my passion on the bench.
I've seen your training. That shit.
So like I'm more passionate about it than, I'm not yelling at you in a mad way. I'm yelling at you in a positive way. Like, hey, next play. Like, I'm more positive reinforcement. I'm not about to yell at a player and they already turned over the ball. So what yelling finna do at them? You know what I mean? All right, get back on defense. We got next play. Come on. We got next play. But my approach with 4th graders, like they're in 4th grade, I would approach them like pretty much any basketball player, because I don't want them to feel like they aren't a basketball player. You know what I mean? They're going to get talked like that eventually. Someone's going to talk to them like that eventually. So why not do it now? You know what I mean? So I approach them kind of the same way as I would approach my high schoolers, pretty much. You know what I mean? They're basketball players. You know what I mean? They're going to hear it one way or another from me or from another person. You know what I mean? So
that's something I've noticed about you, is you're very like, you know what you're going to get personality wise.
Exactly.
Which is really awesome. I found that what I struggled with was like, I was coaching 6th graders,
mm-hmm.
and then I would go straight from that practice to high school practice.
Yeah.
Coaching. Or sometimes it would be the opposite, vice versa. I would find that sometimes I'd be like super condescending to the high school kids because of how I'm talking to these sixth graders. Yeah. And then I've also found the opposite, where I'll go from coaching high school directly after to coaching sixth grade. And I'm like, okay, so when he slips the ball screen, you're going to slide over and tag the roller and like all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, hold up, let me slow down a little bit. So like adjusting certain ways I approach and communicate were kind of a struggle for me. But so so you said at Crossroads is when you started training the guys on the team. Yeah,
I just would train them. I didn't have an Instagram yet at the time, and then I started making my official Instagram around after that season going into the summer, and it was going good at first. It was going great at first. I was getting a lot of good feedback and a lot of stuff from the coaches and from like the kids I would train. I would just be like, how did you like that workout? What do you think I could do better? I would even ask the kid I was training. I'm like, nice. What do you think I need to do better? You know what I mean? He'll tell me like, maybe, we should do, you know what I mean? And I'll be like, all right, like I like that. You know what I mean? So I was doing a lot of feedback stuff with the players. So, and I just learned really pretty much like you got to keep grinding, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Regardless of the situation, like, yeah, you ain't gonna, get the things you want right now, but you can later. You know what I mean? You just got to keep going. So I'll just learn to just keep going.
Keep going with it. When you got your feet wet in coaching, did you go in with the mindset of this is a good way to also begin skills training?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then when you got to Crossroads, was it the players hitting you up like, hey, can you come open the gym on our off day? Yeah.
So they were, because they saw that like, they would be like, dang, how you shoot like that? You know what I mean? Like, I was like, all right, I'll teach you like this day and stuff like that. And it was like, all right, we'd be here to open up the gym. So, it was more so just me just like playing them one-on-one after practice. Like, yeah, help me work on this, help me work on that. So I was like, all right, I got you. You know what I mean? So really, really helped me out a lot. So definitely me playing them one-on-one and just them hit me up. So I'll be killing them though. So.
Facts. You got to let them know.
Got to let them know. Got to let them know.
They like to talk shit.
Hey, high school players, they be talking crazy. I'm like, all right, watch. Play me after practice. What's gonna happen? I got you. Come on.
I was helping out at this like middle school camp, over the summer, kind of.
Yeah.
And it was like 7th and 8th graders.
Motherfucker.
Damn, bro. You ain't all shit. God damn. Mm-hmm. Middle school.
Yeah.
But to how we almost opened up the pod talking about was like, they see it on TikTok.
Oh, yeah. You know? Definitely. Did you see that video of what OTE posted? That kid blocked that kid's shot and he threw the basketball back at the kid out of bounds?
No.
So he blocked the kid's shot, right? Uh-huh. He got the rebound and threw it to the kid out of bounds. The kid that he blocked shot. The kid that went up with the layup, he got blocked. He fell out of bounds. The big man grabbed it and threw it at the kid, and he went back on defense. I was like, you just messed up a 5-on-4 break. You know what I mean?
So the dude shot it. Other guy blocked it.
Yes.
And then
the kid fell out of bounds that shot the layup.
Okay.
And the guy that blocked it grabbed the rebound and threw it at the kid. So it's really out of bounds on the kid because like it landed on the kid. That's out of bounds.
But you're saying that they would have had a break going this way.
Yes, they would have had a break. They would have had a fast break.
Yeah.
But like it's just like antics like that just kind of bothered me like with the game of basketball. I also saw another video of these kids dancing like talking smack to these other kids and stuff like that. I mean, you can talk smack, but like the way they were doing it every possession, it was just like I don't like the antics and stuff with the basketball and stuff like that, like with the younger generation of kids and stuff. Like I don't, you know, it's like it's a thing about respecting your opponent, like respect. You know what I mean? It's all about respect too. You know?
Yeah, and I do think that like. So like we were saying, Patrick Beverley makes the game interesting. And so I think, like, as crazy as it sounds, I think it's important that players talk shit, even at a younger age, because I feel like it develops thick skin if you're getting shit talking to you. Your back's up against the wall. And so you have to figure out how you're going to respond. Like, you have to figure out what you're made of, you know? And so I think it's important to have that competition. But so like an example is, I'm not sure if it was the clip you're talking about, but there's a clip of like fourth graders, maybe. I think they're wearing green uniforms.
Yeah, that's the video I'm talking about.
Yeah, they're just too little and all this stuff, and it kind of went viral. But like, so that's an example of something that like, that's not even you, bro. Yeah. Like that's something you saw on the internet. Yeah. And thought it'd be cool to do. Yeah. It's not genuine. So I don't know, bro. I think shit talking is important.
Like it's to an extent, like it's to an extent of what I like and don't like. Like I like respecting the game of basketball. You know what I mean? Like that's how I was brought up. Like you respect the game. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can talk shit, you know, but just respect the game. You know.
So when you say respect the game, what are some examples of a player respecting the game?
After a game, this is respecting the game. After a game, we shake hands regardless of the situation of what happened. You don't send your team, oh, we ain't shaking hands. The refs cheated us. We ain't shaking hands. We going to the locker. Like. It's all about respect. Like that's the thing in the game. Did you see that video where the guy sent his team back in the locker room? Like he didn't let his team shake the other team's hand.
Was it in college?
This high school. He I don't know what the ref did to them. I didn't see the play. I only just saw the clip of him going, "Oh no, we not shaking hands. We're going." You know what I mean? Like, okay, it happened. You know what I mean? Show them like, okay, it's, you know what I mean? So it's just like, it's just stuff like that. Like you got to respect the game. Like you ain't showing them great sportsmanship. You're not showing kids like that. So like I want all the kids I coach to have sportsmanship regardless of the ref making a bad call or you got, I guess, cheated out of something. You know what I mean? So
there's something that I've worked on with players that I've coached is, so you mentioned the refs, like, and not getting caught up in bad calls. And you were saying one of your go-tos as a coach is saying like, hey, next play, exactly. That play's over. It's hard because like as coaches on the sideline, it's easy for us to, just move on, bro. Like it's over. Exactly. But I remember, and that's a benefit of us being younger coaches and trainers, is we're not too far removed from playing. So like I can remember as a player, it's hard to move on, bro, because you're all swept up in it, man.
It's definitely, I was one of them players. I kept a grip. I just make it back up on defense, just playing hella hard. Like, so I just like, all right. I'll forget about it, but then I'm not going to forget about it. Yeah. I'm just going to play super hard. But like, I had this kid I was coaching. He had a very bad temper. Like, he was like 6'7". He was like just a very bad temper. And I was just talking to him. I was like, man, like, what makes you so mad? Like, why are you so mad, bro? Like, he's like, I just love to win. Like, I want to hoop. Like, and I'm just like, I get that, bro, but you got to control your emotions. Like, you can't let other people see that because then they're like, oh, we got him. We got him right there. We got him. Like, you have to control it. Like, you have to put that emotion towards on defense or something else. Like, people see you showing emotion of anger, they got you. You know what I mean? Like, as a player, like, I like those type of players. I was like, oh yeah, I got him now. You know what I mean? The ref's gonna call a foul now. You know what I mean? So like, you know, so I try to help kids with that emotion. Like you gotta keep that in. You know, they don't understand that though yet. They don't understand, you know, we were once in their shoes too, but they don't understand about keeping that emotion in and just using it towards something else. You know what I mean? So
that's a perfect point, is using it to something else. Mm-hmm. I've had a couple players that I've trained that like emotionally are just kind of here, up and down and up and down. And like, they'll get pissed if something goes bad.
Yeah.
And I'll tell them like, bro, I'm not telling you to be a robot. Like, it's important to express emotion. And if you just like stuff all of it down and don't express it, like that just kind of leads to worse things. But to your point, I'm telling them like, bro, take all that like pent up energy and just go lock his ass up.
You just go use that somewhere. Like they don't understand. They can use that towards something like positive at that point. You know what I mean? Like, they don't understand that though, you know? So
part of the process.
Yeah, I definitely had a lot of built up emotion. Like, I was like, you can see that. Like, I show it. I show it all the time because that's just who I am. I never really hid my emotion because like I was just so outspoken already. Like, my mom taught me like, just you gotta, you know what I mean? If you know, basically saying like closed mouths don't get fed. You know what I mean? So I always took that with a grain of salt. I was like, all right. You know what I mean? They gonna hear me. You know, somebody gonna hear me. Like, if something not right, you gonna hear me. You know what I mean? So like, I just love like that. I can just speak my mind. You know what I mean? In a positive way, not like obviously like in a negative way, but like in a positive way.
100%.
Yeah, you know.
So Crossroads is when you get your feet wet training kids.
Yep.
I asked you about your coaching style. What about your training style?
My training style is more aggressive when I train. Cause like, I'm kind of like, I got like a pet peeve. Like, I kind of want stuff done a certain way. Like, but like, then again, they're like their own player. You know what I mean? So I have to understand that more when I train too. But like, I also want to push them to their limits. You know what I mean? Cause now this is the training is different from practice. You know what I mean? To me personally, because like practice, you know, you're working on set plays. You know, some practices you'll be sweating, but you're not sweating as hard. Some other practices, if that makes sense to you, you know what I mean? Because you can just be walking through one practice, just working on number of plays and not even shooting the ball. So my training is.
I come from Webster, so I don't really know what you're talking about. But
my God, bro.
I feel you.
Oh my God, but I like to see players' shirts drenched after my practice. After my training. That's the type of training style I got. Like, you gonna definitely sweat your shirt out.
Getting after it.
Exactly, getting after it. So
that's important.
Exactly.
Pushing to your limits.
Exactly. Like, let's see how far we can go. You know what I mean? And then after you surpass that, let's see how far we can surpass that. And after that, let's see how far we can surpass that limit. You know what I mean? So you started out with Crossroads players, training them. Yeah.
And then go ahead.
I started, after Crossroads players, I started with my AAU players. And then
got you.
With that organization of AAU, I started with that organization of AAU training them kids. So basically I was training some of my organization AAU teams players. So then those players started reposting my stuff. Then I started training other players from other schools, because then other kids see that. They're like, oh, it's another trainer in like St. Louis. And, you know, so I'm pretty much training like a bunch of other kids now. I'm not just, you know, in one box of kids. Like, I'm kind of like everywhere now.
So you would post clips of workouts and then they would repost it, and then the people following them is that them DMing you?
Yeah, they would be DMing. You saw the DM I got that I showed you. Yeah. So like, it's like, that stuff makes me happy, man. Like, I be like, man, this is crazy. Like, I can't stop right here though, because like, I want to keep going. Like, I know I can do so much with it, and I have to keep going. Like, I can't stop. So I love it too much.
I go back and forth on social media. Like, it's like I texted you. It's a cheat code, bro.
It literally.
Yeah. But dude, man, let me tell you, bro. 2020, when we were just at the crib,
yeah,
I like cut everything out. Like, I don't know if you get them, but every Sunday I get a notification that says my screen time for the week.
Yeah.
And I was at like easily less than an hour every week. Like I didn't go on anything.
Yeah.
By far the most peaceful era of my life.
Yeah.
And so I'm just trying to find a way to balance it, because it's cool to like post something and connect with people and comment and chop it up with people, have conversations. Yeah. And like there's posts that I'm sure you feel the same way. There's things that I post that I'm like genuinely excited to share.
Exactly. Like I see that, like whenever I send you a message, you got like your notifications turned silent. And like, I'm like, all right, it makes sense. Like now that you just told me that, I'm like, he doesn't like to be on his phone like that. You know what I mean? And like, I respect that. You know what I mean? Some people just like, you know, they don't need all of that. You know, they don't need all of that.
Like I said, it's a balance though.
Exactly.
My phone is how I set up sessions and set this podcast up, and we go to Lifetime and film content. Like my phone is how I do all of that. So
to go back on what you said about them videos, that video that you recorded to me, like that video took off. I got like even more people hitting me up after that video. And I was like, oh man, yeah, I can't wait to get this tripod I just ordered. Yeah, it's over with after that.
You ordered one?
Yeah, it's over with now.
Yeah.
It's over with after I get that. I'm telling you.
I'm saying, bro, I first started out like speaking in front of the camera.
Yeah.
And after a while, I realized like it's like you really don't need much. Like a tripod.
Exactly.
Set it up, press record.
Literally.
Get after it.
Literally.
Yeah.
And I just like go back to what I was saying. It's like I gotta keep believing in myself. You know what I mean? Like if you believe, it will happen. You know what I mean?
For real.
Like I have to keep going. Like I want to be able to train, you know, eventually an NBA player or, you know, something like that. You know what I mean? Like I want to be like in an NBA facility. You know what I mean? On the NBA bench. You know what I mean? It could be coaching, training, or just, you know what I mean? Like working out with them. You know what I mean? Like I definitely want to be at that NBA level, you know?
That's a question I was going to ask you, is what's like kind of your end goal? Yeah. So do you see yourself working for a team? Or?
I don't want to compare myself to this person, but you know who Chris Brinkley is? Everyone knows who he is, but I follow him, and like he started off as, you know, an NBA, you know, just you know the people that like are in before the game goes, they're just out there just working them out and stuff like that, getting a rebound, playing, you know, pretend defense on them. He started off like that, and that's how he got his connections, like with NBA players.
He was saying that's how he started working out Melo.
Yeah, that's how he started working out Melo. So I kind of want to get my foot in the door of that. You know what I mean? So then, all right, I got these connections now. You know what I mean? Now I can go take off on my own thing now. You know what I mean? So like, I definitely want to be around the game to soak up knowledge, but eventually go do my own thing and have my own business. You know what I mean? As of what I have right now.
I like that.
You know, so like, I'm just passionate, and like, I know I can get there if I just keep going. Like, I have to just keep grinding and keep going. Like that's my focus right now. I'm laser focused to that right now. You know,
keep going, keep grinding, laser focused. What is a day in the life of Feet?
So, like me working, you want the work week? You want the work day, or do you want the just like the day I'm off?
I want whatever showcases the laser focus the best.
Okay, so bow. I wake up, I go to work at 8 in the morning. Actually, I'm going to start on my Friday days because that's better. So Friday, I get up, I wake up at 4 in the morning to go to work. I get out of there around 8:30. Then I go work out. You know, I go work out on, you know, my physicality, you know, a full body workout, pretty much, our yoga, you know, whatever it is.
I just never heard it been referred to that. Working on your physicality. Never heard someone refer to it like
working on my full body workout, or you know, or yoga, because I do yoga some days. Okay. So after that, I go to a gym and I go work on drills of what I'm gonna, you know, practice on with my other trainers this weekend, or the people I'm training this weekend. So I go do some of that. I go back home, have a smoothie and stuff like that, get ready for practice for my team, have a 2-hour practice. Then I go back home, I do some stretching, and that's pretty much it with that Friday schedule. It's just pretty much, I'm surrounded by basketball pretty much all day that day. So, and I like it. I love it.
I was about to say, just the way you want it.
Yeah, and like I right now I'm a free agent AAU coach right now. I don't know which, program I'm gonna go with this year, but
you're in the transfer portal.
Pretty much in the transfer portal, but I'm looking pretty much right now at the options I got, because I kind of want to work for the EYBL, like just work for them, not like be a coach, just work for them, set up shit like that. So
like an event planner type thing.
Exactly. So
that's fire.
Exactly. I reached out to them, they ain't got back to me yet. So right now I'm just focused on this high school season, and then after that I'll get focused on AAU after that. So
that's what you're really good at, is reaching out to people.
Yeah.
Asking for advice, seeing what opportunities you have. Like just that alone opens so many doors.
Got to. Like, you remember that text message I sent you? I was like, how do you get so many clients? You was like, it's the people bro. Like that's all it is. It's just you creating conversation with people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's literally all it is. You just talking.
I also think, and there's 101 different ways to make it, quote unquote. Like,
exactly.
So Chris Brickley got his foot in the door working with the Knicks.
Yeah.
And because of that, he got to train NBA players.
Yeah.
Someone like Drew started out with Brad and David Lee when they were in like middle school, freshmen in high school, worked them to become NBA players. So like there's different routes, different ways to go about it.
He's doing good too. Drew Hanlon's doing good too. It's just crazy how like people are kind of taking off with this stuff, and I know I can do it. I just got to keep going. So,
what do you think about? What are your thoughts on goal setting? Is it important to find or realize the destination? Is it difficult to be successful if you don't know where you're going? Or is everything just kind of up in the air by chance, and whatever happens is what happens?
So I have a direction of where I'm going, and even if I don't get to that destination, it doesn't mean it's a fail to me personally. Like, I'm still doing what I love to do, even if I don't make it to the NBA level, or if I don't become like, a successful trainer, I'm still doing what I love to do as a high school coach, and just training, even if I'm just, a regular trainer. You know what I mean? Everyone has a direction of where they want to go and where they want to get to. You know what I mean? I'm to an extent, but like,
I get what you're saying.
I'm just more so just focused at looking ahead right now and not trying to look further than that, pretty much. Like, I'm pretty much, it's a reason why, the rear view mirror is small. You know what I mean? If that makes sense to you. If that makes sense.
That's a bar. That's a bar. Okay.
It's the reason why it's, the rearview mirror is small. You know what I mean? You got to keep looking forward. That's why the windshield big. So
let's go, baby. Let's go.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. So
that's fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard people say, so the first option I said, I've heard people say that like it's hard to be successful on a path that you don't know where it leads. So like having a defined goal is super important.
Yeah.
I've also talked to people. I had Sam Briscoe on here.
Yeah.
Head coach of CBC. That was episode 3, I believe.
Yeah.
I asked him kind of like what his goals were. And he was talking about how like where he's at right now, he couldn't even like comprehend, like he couldn't imagine being where he's at. Just how like, what's the word for it? Just how like, like it's hard to map out. First I'm gonna do this, then this, then this, and I'm gonna end up as the head coach of CBC.
Like I can't plan all of that.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean. It's bound to happen. Like the things you're doing and the where you end up is bound to happen. That's what I feel like. I'm a firm believer in like faith. Like what's it called? A firm believer in like it's going to happen regardless. Pretty much like you're not your future is already are your future or your plan is already like planned for you. But like I'm a firm believer in like you are where you're heading, basically. Yeah. You are heading like wherever you are. I'm not sure if that's making sense, but
no, I'm with you.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I've heard the term taking care of what's in front of you.
Exactly. That's the mindset I'm in right now. I'm taking care of what I'm doing right now.
Everything you have.
Exactly. Like college and all of that, that's gonna come. I need to be focused on this season right now, getting the scout reports out to these kids, making these kids high school experience the best experience they can have as a basketball player. You know what I mean? Yes. So I'm out to do that right now, and then once the season over, then I can handle that business. You know what I mean? Exactly. Then I can go apply to go be a ball boy for the Memphis Grizzlies. Then I can go. You know what I mean? So, because like. It's going like if you are passionate about something, it can happen. Yes, it can happen.
I also think that I'm a believer in like the world operates on energy. Yeah. So like the energy you have towards training, towards coaching, like because like so here's my idea is like when we were kids. We didn't learn English until whatever age it was. So up until that point, we had to rely on energy for our survival. Like, damn, that dude like feels really pissed and angry right now. Let me not go up to him. And, you know what I'm saying? So like we're kind of wired to feel that. Yeah. And so I feel like the universe kind of works in the same way. Like the energy we have towards something and who you are when you do that is one of the most important things. Like who you are writing the scouting report. Exactly. Is it, fuck, bro, I'm just trying to get this ball boy gig with the Grizzlies. Exactly. Like, fuck this, bro. Or is it, to your point, I'm trying to make these high school kids have the best experience possible. Exactly. And giving everything to what's in front of you.
Exactly. Because if you have too much on your plate and thinking about too much, it's taken away from what you're trying to do right now. Because you're trying to get there. You're trying to get to the other place in a rush. You know what I mean? Like you have to focus on this, perfect this to where this coach can recommend you to this because you did a great job at it. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm kind of just more so just, hey, it's going to happen, bro. Just relax, bro. Just take your time. Do your part right here. It's going to happen. Just relax. So
work on your physicality. Exactly. It all works out.
Work on your physique, man. You know how it is, man. You know how it is. You know it. So I gotta keep believing in myself. You know, I got a great support system around me, so I can keep going.
So, mentioned your support system. Mm-hmm. We mentioned how good you are at reaching out for advice and opportunities and all that. Are there, probably YouTubers would be the most common thing, or just like different YouTubers or different resources that you look for knowledge on training, coaching, life, whatever it is?
So, it's a lot of two sources I do. So I go on Instagram and like on my coaching feed, I get a lot of like training stuff. So I look at training videos for that specifically. And for life, I go to yoga. I go to yoga.
Nice.
Yoga every Friday. I do it. I take it. I just did it this Friday. It gives me a clear head. It gets me more relaxed, and it just shows like you can do it. Like you can do it. Like yoga, like it's a 45-minute class, and it's a warrior yoga. It's hot too in there.
I was just about to ask if you've done hot yoga.
They push you to your. She pushes you to your limit. Like I love this lady. Like she legit. You gonna have to take it with me one day.
I was about to say, bro. I'm trying to.
So she legit like will make you question a lot, and like I don't know how to explain this feeling, but like it's like every time I finish, it's like wow, like I accomplished this. I did this today. Now I can go get the rest of my day done. Like it's a lot of people in there. Like I didn't think I was gonna finish. I was like, bro, like. She put you gonna have to do it with me this Friday, bro. So
I'm trying, dude. I will be there, bro.
Yeah, I gotta get you in the class this Friday, bro. You're gonna love it, bro.
Let's do it, bro.
You're gonna love it, bro.
I went to there's this place. I think it's called Six Yoga.
Yeah,
you probably passed it on the way here, to be honest.
Where is that?
So like, it's Six Yoga, and then there's like a Jimmy John's.
Yeah.
If it's on your right, you'd be headed towards like downtown.
Yeah.
But I went there. They had like a free. I was in college, so I would literally type in like free workout and see whatever popped up.
Yeah.
I went to like a free boxing thing, but they had a free 60-minute hot yoga.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, bet I'm there. I walked in. I've been doing the sauna for years.
That's different than the sauna. It's different.
I walked in. I was like, oh, it's not that hot, bro. It's whatever. Can we turn it up a little bit, man?
Yeah.
Bro, by like minute 25.
Literally.
Oh, shit.
Bro, I'd be drenched in there. Like, yeah, it ain't hot. It's not meant to get that hot because she finna put you through some stuff that's gonna be like, all right. Yeah, man. It's not hot right now, but you gonna feel it. Mm-hmm. Like you get those little 5-pound dumbbells. Yeah, it might not weigh that much, but when you get to doing these little squats and pushing through, you gonna feel them. Mm-hmm. You gonna feel them. So yeah, yoga really gets your mind cleared. I like it. You got a foggy head, go to yoga. Gonna get a clear head. Gonna walk out with a clear head. You know. So
I found that. Yeah, it just serves as like an anchor.
Yeah.
Start thinking about random stuff.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, this down dog is like pretty hard.
Exactly.
Damn, I feel it in my calf. So it like takes you into the present moment.
Exactly. Like a chaturanga, if you know what that is.
I've heard that term before.
Yeah.
Oh, like, that's a pose, isn't it?
Yeah. When you go down and you go chaturanga. Yeah.
Yes.
It's dope. I like, yeah, you definitely taking it with me this Friday, bro.
I'm doing it, bro.
Yeah, you definitely coming. And it's at 9:30. Yeah, you definitely coming with me.
It's at Lifetime?
Yep.
I'm there.
Yeah, I know, I got you. But
I'm there. Let's go.
Yeah, man. So like it's like when you get in there, you already going to be started like because like we already are on week like 6 of with the dumbbells, so it's gonna be kind of hard when you get in there. Not gonna lie.
I'm a dog, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, because like these poses is quite insane. Like, and I'm not even like I wouldn't even say I'm like even 10% like as better than anyone, and like I'm not even that good, and I barely like be doing it. So it's like, yeah.
What's like the most insane pose that you've done?
Probably the God, it's the one where you're in a lunge, and then you go like right here, but you're facing this way. I forgot what that pose is.
It's one of the warrior. Yeah, 1 or 2 or something like that.
Oh yeah, warrior 2, and then you go across and you come back, and then that's when you do your chaturanga, and then it's this one where you're squatting, but your feet is this way, and you're standing. You're bro. That's the hardest pose ever, bro, because you got the dumbbells in your hand, and then that's when you go like this with the dumbbells, and then you go like this with the dumbbells, and then you squat, go in, and you go up, squat. Oh my God. Like, yeah. I like that class a lot.
I'm excited, bro.
I'm telling you, you're going to love it, bro. You're going to love it, bro.
How long have you been doing it?
So I've been doing it for a good 2 months now. 2.5 months or 3 months now. So yeah. So I like it a lot.
So you said in your typical Friday, you would do that. Mm-hmm. And then I forget what else you mentioned, but then you said that you would go like put yourself through the drills that you might have your players do.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
I simulate it. So, because I'm like, all right, let's see. Because like, I'm not finna put them through something that they can't do if I can't do it. You know what I mean? I'm putting them through stuff like, because some of these trainers, they be doing some crazy things, bro. Like no way, like you're using this move and you're not doing this in the game. How is this helping their game? You know, the one where, oh my God, he did some crazy stuff, bro. He had like he had them going up with 2 balls, right? He had 1 ball in the other hand. He'll throw 1 ball up in the air for him, and they gotta like finish it, like some weird finish stuff. And I was like, all right, that's not really helping on nothing, bro.
Shit, I like it, bro. I'm down for all of that. All the weird, unorthodox, outside the box, not gonna do this in a game type stuff. I'm down for all of it, bro.
To an extent, yeah.
Yeah, you could definitely get a little circusy,
yeah,
a little clowny,
exactly.
But so. I think that so the spectrum, right? I think like people think the clown drills, so like Mike and drill is here. Mm-hmm. A majority of the basketball community, I feel like, thinks that, so Mike and drill is here. They think clown drills are like here. Mm-hmm. I feel like clown drills are here, bro. Like,
that Mike and drill, boy, you start off practice. Oh my God.
We did that every day.
Ball up.
Every day.
I did like the Mike and drill. It helped me on my left hand a lot. I used to be terrible at my left, finishing on my left. I finished it with it all.
That's an interesting point, bro. Is like, people, and I agree. I think it's like I think of training as, so like if a math teacher asks you, what's 5 times 5? Yeah. Say 25. Okay, cool. Second question, what's 5 times 5? 20. Okay. If you ask that 10 times, like you're going to understand. Exactly. So it's not a challenge anymore. You learn Mike and drill, it's not challenging, you know? And so
it's just more so exhausting.
Yeah.
Because your arms getting tired.
And like, I 100% agree. Like, you need to throw in some extra challenges and constraints to make it challenging in ways more so than just physically challenging. Mm-hmm. But to your point, like I did that every day in high school. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, bro. I feel like when I got to the game,
never for.
But I had a little extra touch, had a little extra feel. So I feel like it kind of worked. Yeah. You know?
I never had a trainer in high school. I just worked on my game pretty much. I wished somebody would have like trained me, I guess, you know, to get some confidence, because the trainer also helps with confidence too. Mm-hmm. So I wish somebody would have trained me for confidence, kind of, but
like that mental,
like mental confidence or something. Just like good shot, man, good follow through. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Because I only got that pretty much in practice, but like outside of practice, I just pretty much work on myself and stuff like that. So,
do you feel like as a player you were? So like as a coach, you mentioned you're like a next play, let's get it, more positive reinforcement. Yeah. Was that like your intern, how you spoke to yourself as a player, or were you kind of hard on yourself?
I was kind of hard on myself, kind of. I had to stop doing that pretty much, because like I was angry a lot of times in high school because of like stuff, you know, happening, you know, in my life. So it's like, it was like kind of hard for me to be like, all right, next play mentality. I didn't get that mentality until I got like older and like, you know, stuff happens, like, you know what I mean? So I definitely was like not that type of person I am today. You know what I mean? I'm different and I changed and I like it. So, you know what I mean? I would tell my younger self that, to like, hey, like, relax, get it together. We're going to be all right. You know what I mean?
Dude, that, bro, I've had this thought. It's like, so we're 22, 24, and I feel like there's a brain development aspect to it. Like, so like not caring what people think, or like just moving on to the next play or whatever it is. Like, it's easier for us now, probably for a number of reasons, but I feel like we're just older. So it kind of like comes more naturally.
And that's life though. I think about that in the life aspect too. Like, Like, how can I use this in a life term? You pop your tire. All right, next play. You know, we're going to get another tire. You know what I mean? I use that also like in life, like everyday life too. You know what I mean? Like, I spilled some. All right, next play, I'm going to go get a napkin. You know what I mean? I just use, it's like a whole life thing. It's like a whole motto I have in my head now. Like, next play.
Feeling some type of way about it isn't going to.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, life way too short to just be, you know, living in something like that, living in anger and stuff like that. Like, I'm way more positive. I wish I would have told my younger self to just be positive, like more positive. Like, I was positive, but like I was just aggressive positive, like just.
But that's what I was saying, bro, is I feel like when we're high school, you're like 14, 15, 16, whatever it is. When you're 16 years old, bro, like I knew at that age, like, okay, other people's opinions of me doesn't matter.
Exactly.
I knew it, but I couldn't like embody it.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's just part of being in high school.
Yeah.
It's like you just can't, you wish you would have thought more positively.
Exactly.
But there had to have been some part of you that would like just couldn't do it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Like, it was just like, I don't even know, man.
High school is an interesting time.
It's definitely interesting, and that's why I know what they going, because we all went through it. So like, I don't be like mad on them or nothing like that, because I use positive reinforcement with them, because like, you don't know what anybody going through. You know what I mean? I have these kids open up to me about stuff like that, you know, and I like that they can come to me with their problems because I can help them. Because I was like, I was in your shoes, man. I can talk to you. Like, I'm that coach. You can talk to me. I promise you. You know, ain't nobody gonna know. Just talk to me. So definitely would say like I'm changing the impact of them. They don't have to feel this way. You know what I mean? So
was developing that trust from your players something that you covertly, the opposite of covert, when you were like physically saying to them, hey, you can come to me with anything? Or was it more so just like an unspoken understanding?
They pretty much already, for some reason, the young players love young coaches. So like, they already attract, you know what I mean? They were already, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't really have to do too much, because like, they love young like that. People don't understand. Like, if you have a young coach on your assistant, yeah, you can get a lot of, you know, kids to go there just because that assistant is young. You know what I mean? Assistant young coach. You know, so
they can speak that language.
Exactly. They know. So like, that's definitely why they're attracted towards me more. You know what I mean? So, not saying they aren't attracted to the head coach, but like, they can like trust me a little bit more. You know,
and especially with coaching, as opposed to training, like, you don't really decide playing time, which works to your benefit.
Exactly. So they ain't necessarily mad at me.
Yeah.
So when they come out the game, I come talk to them and I'm like, you know, why are you taking me on? Why are you taking? Hey, chill. Like, you gonna come right back in, you know, next, like, you know what I mean? And he just give you a quick little breather, and we gonna get you right back in the game. You all right, man? You just need a breather. You got 2 fouls. You know what I mean? It's about just like that. You know, they don't be tripping. So
that's crazy. I was thinking about yesterday, because I always ask people if they want water.
Yeah.
And they always said it there. I was like, damn, bro, that'd be crazy
if a spill
they were
happened.
talking and then but shit, man, we running out of storage, bro. I gotta figure out this SD card. I only got an hour 40 on here for some reason.
For real?
Yeah.
What happened to it? Or it's
I
just
don't
not
know.
big enough?
I mean, when we first got it, it had like more than 2 hours on it. And then
I started wearing that mug out. That was why.
But I don't even think it works like that, man. See, what's it say right here? There's limited space remaining.
Yeah.
But
ran that mug out.
Hey, once I get on my Joe Rogan stuff and start doing like 3-4 hour podcasts,
it's over with. Joe Rogan be doing 4-hour podcasts.
4 or 5 hours.
Sheesh.
Yeah. But he has like,
he got a lot of stories though.
yes. And he has like like Neil deGrasse Tyson or whatever, or like David Goggins on there.
Like some interesting people.
So, bro, that's like 12 hours worth of knowledge.
Exactly.
So.
I always see like little clips of him on YouTube. Like they be talking about some interesting stuff actually.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like the giant, like beavers used to be bigger than bears. You know that?
Really?
Yeah, beavers used to be like 8 feet tall. Like beavers used to be really big until like obviously our ecosystem, you know, changed pretty much everything. Like with animals, some animals used to be bigger than what they are right now. And because of generation of them getting smaller and smaller. I don't really necessarily know how it worked, but yeah, beavers used to be bigger than bears.
That's wild.
I swear. Literally got it from a Joe Rogan clip. For real. Like I was like, that's crazy. I didn't know that.
Dude, he put me on to plastic.
Mm-hmm. Like using it?
Like how bad it is for you, how it like disrupts your hormones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like anything wrapped in plastic?
Yeah.
Everything wrapped in plastic though.
I'm saying, bro. So I'm trying to like create a lifestyle with no plastic. I got the food part down for the most part.
Yeah.
Like I don't eat anything that's wrapped or packaged in plastic. But then
that's
like
hard,
I'm saying, bro, I'll be washing dishes. I'm like, oh shoot, this
that's
bottle.
Hard. That's actually hard.
Bottle of dish soap is plastic. Like everything is plastic, bro.
Yeah.
But they were talking about how there's this video of, so plastic didn't become a thing until like the 60s or something like that. Mm-hmm. And so there's this video of high school kids in gym class in the 50s. Mm-hmm. And they're freaking just
jacked.
Jacked. And you don't see that nowadays.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just an idea.
So you just saying plastic did that, bro.
I'm saying, I don't know, bro. It definitely does something with your T levels.
You blaming plastic, bro.
Who knows? I don't know. I'm not an expert. I'm just connecting dots.
Man. You crazy, man.
On that note, before we get too deep down any type of rabbit holes, yeah. I think that's a good place to end it, man.
It is, man.
Went through your journey, chopped it up about hoops.
Yes, sir.
Training, coaching.
Yep.
Got the full feet experience, man.
Hey, another thing is, I want to say is like, just to you too, bro. Keep believing in yourself no matter all the negative feedback you get back from people, bro. You know what I mean? Like, just like what I told you, bro. What did I say, bro? What did I say?
You alluded to like what you believe kind of becomes reality in a way. And so if you believe those negative thoughts, then yeah, okay. What you believe is what you get. Like,
yeah, just pretty much just believing in yourself. Don't give up. Mm-hmm. That's my motto. Keep going. Next play, man.
Next play, bro.
Next play.
Next play, man. That's going to be the title of the episode. That's going to be the next
title of the episode. Next play.
Yeah, next play, man.
Next play.
With that being said, feet, bro, I appreciate you coming on here, yes, man. Sir. I'm looking forward to hot yoga on Friday.
Hey, we gonna have fun, bro. We finna have fun. It's gonna be dope.
We're gonna work on our physique. Looking good, man. That being said, Grounded Theory podcast episode number, I don't even know. We out.
Yes, sir.